That's it, they're off and racing. The 2024 inch races commences with this 4-year-old mare's Maiden, sponsored by Tattersalls Ireland and Maiden Noel Long from Hickeys Bar. This race for the O'Neill Perpetual Cup, they're heading up now through the winning post with 3 complete circuits and a total of 15 fences to be jumped, and our early leader is Jeannie Benson aboard Marcella Siam. Coming to number 1 with a 4-length advantage. Over in second place is the quad runner, the daughter of Jukebox Jury, Bally Hi Ho. After this one, sitting then on the inside in third place, the red colours of Foxy Roxy, who in turn is alongside Angel's Peak. Further back then, handy enough, in about 4th or 5th on the outside, is Supreme Melinas. So they come to this one fence on this side of the track, and out there in the clear advantage is Marcella Siam. Back marker at the moment is Carry On Heidi, and the rest of the pack are between the two who are bookending the field. In second place, moving through, racing a bit freely now, is Fedney's Park for Mikey Sweeney. So heading down the middle of the back straight, no jumping on this side of the course. When they make the right-handed swing out of the back, they'll have 2 across the top to take. But at the moment, Marcella Siam, Raider from County Meath, from Peter Flood's yard, leads by about 7 or 8 lengths. In second place is the first of the Wexford runners, that's Fedney's Park, who's followed by Supreme Melinas and Foxy Roxy, and then Angel's Peak. Further back then to find in about 5th on the outside is Bally Hi Ho. Just after this one, Derek O'Connor aboard Loving On You, who in turn then is tracked through in midfield over this next fence by Rocket Pop. After that one is Eastern Shores, also held up in the early stages, Caniza Sport. So they take the second of the fences on this line, and they're about to turn into the home straight for the first occasion. And on they come now to the fence that'll be last in 2 circuits time, and the early clear leader Marcella Siam is now coming back to the pack. 2 lengths down in second spot as they come to this fence is Fedney's Park. Coming to fence number 5 in a clear third, that's Supreme Melinas, the local Murphy runner, who in turn is just ahead then. From next up in the field is Rocket Pop. She's ahead of Bally Hi Ho. And then also racing there towards midfield, the Dennis Murphy runner, Angel's Peak with Loving On You. So coming along now to fence number 6, and kicking on from the front once again is Marcella Siam. So the order, Marcella Siam over in front. Second place is Fedney's Park. Third position as they take that one in the black and dark green jacket is Rocket Pop. Further back then to Supreme Melinas in 4th, followed by Bally Hi Ho. Improving a few places, Caniza Sport is alongside Loving On You towards midfield. Losing a few places back to about 9th or 10th is Angel's Peak for Shane Cotter. After that one, on its outside is Eastern Shores as they take this next fence. After Eastern Shores then, 2 from the back is Contrary Mary, followed by Carry On Heidi, and after a bad mistake, Angel's Peak is slowing right down and looks as though it might have picked up an injury, is pulling up. So coming on the point, which is about 1.5 miles from the finish, we've got Marcella Siam in front. Out the back door, that mare Angel's Peak has been pulled up. So Marcella Siam on the run to the fence, which is 8 from home, leads by 4 lengths. Sharing second spot now are Fedney's Park and Supreme Melinas. Turning right-handed towards this next fence in the 4th position is Bally Hi Ho, who is in turn followed by Rocket Pop. Next up then, racing side by side, Eastern Shores, Loving On You and Caniza Sport. Up over the next one, and we've lost one. The long-time leader has exited there, Marcella Siam. So Marcella Siam's exit brings a new leader into the picture, and that new leader is James Murphy aboard Supreme Melinas. Jeannie Benson gets up after her tumble. So as they turn in, they suddenly begin to stack up as the pace has slackened a little bit. Supreme Melinas is now in front by 1/2 length. Second place on the outside, that's Rocket Pop. We read back to find in a close third for Mikey Sweeney is Fedney's Park, and they in turn are attended in 4th place by Bally Hi Ho, who is on the inside. Then Caniza Sport in turn followed by Eastern Shores. And after Eastern Shores, there's a couple of lengths to Loving On You, who's bit of work to do this one for Derek O'Connor's, about 8 to 10 lengths down, and the two out the back of the field, detached by 4 or 5 lengths as they come through the winning post for the penultimate time, are Foxy Roxy and Carry On Heidi. So in the testing conditions, the mares enter the final mile and approach 5 from the finish. Supreme Malinas is coming to it with a length advantage. So Supreme Malinas, Fedney's Park in second, Rocket Pop is in third, Ballyheiho for the Cods is a close-up fourth in the hands there of Sean Staples. After this one, back to fifth on the inside, the Orange Silks showing of Jamie Scallon on Eastern Shores, who is along with Columbo's runner Canisa Sport for Rob James. After this group is Loving On You, followed by Carry On Heidi. Foxy Roxy was pulled up before the fifth last, but the leaders are now at 4 from home. Supreme Malinas with her ears pricked gets over it safely. Huge jump in second by Fedney's Park. Still 3-4 lengths down then in the third position. We've got Ballyheiho, who is followed by Canisa Sport, the chestnut, who's creeping a bit closer, followed then by Rocket Pop, who gets a shake of the reins. On this one's inside then, we have Eastern Shores, Loving On You, still 8 lengths down, but is creeping a bit closer under a tender ride for Derek O'Connor. And last of the pack, Shane Bargery aboard Carry On Heidi. About a half a mile to race and 3 to jump, and as they're about to swing to the third last, Supreme Malinas, Fedney's Park, they're the 1-2 as the mares enter the business end of this mare's maiden. Supreme Malinas is a length and a half to the good at the moment as they go to the third last, followed in second by Fedney's Park. Ballyheiho is close in third. Canisa Sport takes much closer order now in fourth, but Supreme Malinas poaches a 4 lengths lead as they come to the second last. Out after it now in second position, Canisa Sport is coming home well in the hands of Rob James as they turn for home. Supreme Malinas, the local East Cork runner, from in second position. We've got Canisa Sport, who's now been asked for her effort. In behind, Derek O'Connor begins now to put his mount into the picture, Loving On You, and she's coming home 2 to their 1. They've got 1 fence left to jump. It's now Supreme Malinas versus Loving On You. They have dropped Canisa Sport, but Supreme Malinas, still with her ears pricked, pings the final fence. It's Supreme Malinas going away now from Loving On You, and as they go to the finish, it's going to be Supreme Malinas for the Murphy team, winning convincingly. A fine performance here by the daughter of Malinas. She wins by 15-20 lengths, giving a good go in second, but having to settle for the silver was Derek on Loving On You. And meanwhile, there was one other finisher, which was Mikey Sweeney in third on Fedney's Park. The rest were all pulled up before the 15th and final fence.
1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, give you a warm round of applause for number 23, Supreme Linus, ridden by James Murphy, trained by his father Donny, winning the opening race, the 4-year-old mare's Maiden.
The result of the first race, first number 23, second to number 13, number 5 was third. Your winning distance is 24 lengths and 40 lengths. 23, 13, 5. 24 lengths and 40 lengths. The second race, the 4-year-old Geldings Maiden, sponsored by Goffs UK. There are 8 runners. Runners and riders, 1 Mr. T.P. Roach. Number 6, Mr. J.W. Hendricks. Over to page number 10, Mr. J.L. Scallon.